Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome to...
SoulCalibur 2.
Yes, that one. SoulCalibur 2. Uh, I'm a big fan of SoulCalibur. I've played a lot of SoulCalibur games in my basically teenage years and since then. So it's been a really thing for the ages for me for a long time. So, well, yeah, it's. I tried to put the audio balancing right, but the game is really kind of all over the place. Some sounds are just loud and some are low. It's kind of like, what do you do with that, you know?
Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords, eternally retold.
Like, can you make...
Transcending history
Right,
and
thanks. Like, can you make sense of that voice without it being, like, really weird? Luckily, it's not like if you can hear the brum brum brum, that's probably good enough for the yeah, weapon master mode. Let's go. That be the plan. Actually, I have no idea if it does fit. Trio sticks. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Chosen by history, a man becomes a warrior. Engraved into history, a warrior becomes a hero. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Volume sounds good. Glad to hear. Thank you. Countless legends surround a sword known as Soul Edge. Some claim it to be the ultimate weapon, others refer to it as a sword of heroes, a phantom sword with immeasurable power of the spirits, and the text goes so quickly it's not like, why bother? Yes. This is the old school video game design of storytelling. Quick text that no one can read, it's great. All throughout history, men have played SoulCalibur. That's essentially the story. I'll just like let it scroll just in case people want to go back and just pause the video and read the story like that, you know. This is your tale of soul and swords, as opposed to souls and swords. Sure. Start open command menu, controls character or changes performed, command menu, vision. It's possible to change the selected character in weapon master mode. The character you choose is up to you. Select the character that is most appropriate for the mission to each request, for initial turn, select the character that is least favorable. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Acquiring weapons. One of the challenges in Weapon Master mode is collecting the bounty of different weapons. In Weapon Master mode, you may use any of the weapons in your possession. Moreover, you can use the weapons you collected in the extra modes. There are numerous secret features in the Weapon Master mode, but it is up to you to find them. Good luck. Yes. There we are. Like, that was my my idea. I've like had SoulCalibur 2 HD online like forever on my Xbox, but I think at some point as I switched consoles, the cloud saving system just essentially removed my save games. So the Weapon Master mode is now blank, and I'd rather just have... I'd rather try to unlock the weapons again, because when you're a SoulCalibur nut, especially if you like the old school SoulCaliburs, it just feels good to go through and unlock all the weapons, right? I feel that is how you complete the save file of SoulCalibur. So we'll at least get into it and see how it goes. Chapter 1, Regulus Proving Grounds. You stood before the entrance to the Proving Grounds in the land of Regulus, famous for its skilled swordsmen. You predicted that your journey to find the legendary ultimate sword, Soul Edge, would likely be a difficult one. Therefore, you traveled to Regulus in order to polish your fighting skills before setting off on your quest. After passing through the gate, you found a man standing before you, blocking your path. Halt! You who seek mastery of the way to the warrior, we have no interest in those who lack potential. First you must prove your worth. It seemed you had to fight this man to prove your strength and determination. Seeing you take hold of your weapon without a moment's hesitation, the man grinned and said, "Well, looks like we've got a lively one here. Good, I think this one's got some promise." Okie dokie. Clear all the exercises, whatever that means.
Versus Mitsurugi.
Versus Mitsurugi.
Hero desires a sword, and a sword desires truth. Offer your soul.
Okay, so does this background seem good enough? As like a sound.
Battle. Fight.
Press A to horizontal.
Fight. Perfect.
Sure. B to vertical. Countering horizontal attacks. K to kick. Most kicks are quick attacks. Catching opponent off guard. Press G to guard. Can't win the battles if you can't defend against attacks. It's not flashy, but it's critical to master. Run by holding down the directional pad. You can move about freely once you get used to it. Running around. Adjust the distance. Dodge attacks. AG or BG to throw. Perfect. Guard impact. Repel your parry or the opponent's attack by pressing guard with the right left on the directional pad at the same time. My turn. Show me that you can pull off. Okay. There we are. Last lesson is a soul charge. I don't remember which button is the ABK. Hold on. Give me a minute. Wasn't that? Hold on. No. There. I got gold! And I will show him the greatest nightmare. Yes. See, we're already unlocking stuff. That's where the happiness lies. Road to new stage. Bulwark Ruins. Let's go. Utilize Alt F to learn to defeat all the enemies. Let's go.
Versus Keelik.
Keelik.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
Fate conspired. Let's go.
One. Fight.
Huh? There we are.
You win.
Our knight's a Punisher. Yes, it is. Very much a Punisher.
Battle 2.
So you do. Hmm?
You win.
Like, I do have SoulCalibur 6 as well and all the previous ones, but this is like, this is the one I played like a lot as a young teenager-ish. There we are. And the money we can spend at some points to buy weapons and other stuff. It's really cool. I like it. Like, this was my first foray into like a Story mode, gain gold in a fighting game. I thought this was awesome when this game came out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna spend all of the time. Overcome the enemy to clear the trial. Let's go. Be gone. Ah. Yes.
Now, two souls are fiercely entangled.
Massacre.
Well then, let us dance.
Philambert.
Fight.
Come on. Nice. There. Perfect.
Sword, give me strength.
Rah. This is where happiness is made. And we get Lakeside Coliseum. We get an entire fighting arena. Like this is this was like the jam. All right. Tuban. Chapter 2. The journey begins. If you're in the search for Soul Edge, you should head east. Always into the east. Past the land of Tuban lies the free city of Bennett, Nosh, with its never-ending flow of people. Perhaps you can gather information there. Following Edgar's advice, you set off toward the east. You did not know if you would really find information about Soul Edge in Bennett, Nosh or not, but it was better than wandering aimlessly. You turned to look back just once. You win this time, said Leon after the battle, but I'll catch up to you soon. Tomorrow I'm going to take the test again. Oh, and I've heard you're searching for the Soul Edge. If that's the case, then we'll surely meet again. It seems we're rivals with the same goal. I'm looking forward to our next encounter. You faced forward again and began to walk. Your journey had begun. Yes. Yes. Land 20 hits on the enemy and survive the round. Let's go.
Versus Voldo.
Voldo. Let's go.
Over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury. Souls, give me strength.
Give me strength. Hello, it is the Bondage Man. Yes. You need a quick set of combos for this, huh? Alright. But that just goes to show you, it doesn't hold your hand. It's hard from the beginning, but we're gonna.
Versus Voldo.
Nightmare is probably one of the hardest characters to do this, but I'm gonna to do this fight. I mean, and Voldo is a really bad ass boy. Okay, I might have to change the character. Nightmare is maybe not even possible here. All right, let's switch peoples. Let's do. Who's like a good quick man? He's pretty quick. So is. Let's do Taki. Oh yeah.
I'm through with words.
Final battle. Fight.
Stay down. Don't resist. Die. Forgive me.
Time's up.
There. Just Nightmare just might not be possible here. You kind of have to change characters for this one tiny bit. All right. Village of Arcade. Strong gusts constantly push and prevent you from stopping at the edge of the stage. Defeat the enemy under this condition. Cool. Let's change back to our main boy, the Punisher, and let's go.
Versus Yun Sung.
Yun Sung, let's do this.
Desires a sword, and a sword desires truth.
Sword, give me strength! Quit now, if you want to live!
Final battle. Fight.
The greatest nightmare. Hell yeah. No, his name is Nightmare and he will show you the greatest nightmare. Cool. It's actually interesting that after this game and before this game, Nightmare was split into two characters, but in this one specific SoulCalibur, they were like merged into one character. So in SoulCalibur 1 and SoulCalibur 3, 4, 5, and 6, I think so at least, or at least 4, 5, and 6, there's Siegfried and Nightmare, right? But in this game, there's only Nightmare, but in this game, Nightmare uses basically all of Siegfried's moves. So it's a really weird case where there's the visual of Nightmare, but Siegfried's moves. So if you used to play Nightmare in SoulCalibur 1, you can't really play that in here. You have to play Siegfried's movesets just with the look of Nightmare. It's very weird. But I didn't know. This was my first SoulCalibur back in the day. Navigate through the enemy-infested dungeon and defeat the boss. This blew my mind as a kid. It's a dungeon within the... like, it's a gauntlet within the gauntlet, you know? It's a dungeon bit where you go into these things. It's so cool. This was so cool.
Almighty ones. They unleash their fury.
Rawr.
Massacre!
Rawr. Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Final battle. Fight.
I was ready.
Souls.
Sounds like the perfect setup for a plot twist that Nightmare and Siegfried was originally one being that was split into two. Yes, that does sound like the case. Absolutely, yeah, I do agree. And inside this dungeon, every win gives you 100 gold but no XP, at least at this point. But it still gives you stuff. It's so good. I like it.
So, you want me to knock you out?
I don't know. Let's see.
Battle. Fight.
Maxi is really difficult. I find like it's a really easy character to play if you just want to mash buttons. He's quick and he has really unusual movesets. There we are.
This is it.
This is it. And there we are. The shortest but first dungeon, and it still has 3 fights. I don't remember if it fully heals you in between the fights or if it just heals you somewhat.
Mighty ones have granted you a sword to cut your own path.
Yes.
Offer your soul.
Final battle. Fight.
Oof. Damn. No, you don't. I like the, like... Come on to me! A new feature has been unlocked. My goodness. Like, it's... I don't, like, before SoulCalibur 2 happened, like, when I found it on GameCube, I think. I don't even know why I bought this on GameCube back in the day. I have no memory of how this happened upon me, but I was like, oh, this seems fun and looks cool. Before this game, every single 3D fighter was just not good for me. I played, like, the old Virtua fighters. I probably played, like, a Tekken 1, maybe, these things. And I think one of the, there was something else as well. With Ryu Hayabusa, I forget which, Dead or Alive 1, maybe. But up until this game, none of the 3D fighters felt like they flow. They always felt slow and, like, very angular, and it felt like the movement just didn't go, you know? So up until this game, the best fighting game I played was Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo, because it was quick, it flowed, it had like the frame perfect inputs, it really flowed really, really well. And then I found this, and then I fell in love with this. And now I can play as Yoshimitsu, because Yoshimitsu is in this game. That's just SoulCalibur B like that, you know? There we are. Next chapter, Bennett Nosh. Chapter 3. The Restless Bennett Nosh. Their boss defeated in front of their eyes, the miners looked as though they would attack at any moment, but Shero stepped forward and silenced them. You idiots, just how much more do you plan to embarrass me today? He promised to provide an antidote to the fishermen and agreed to discuss the situation. Your mission to mediate their dispute was a complete success. The rest was up to them. It seemed Shero took quite a liking to you. Even as you hurried to leave, he practically dragged you back and insisted that you and the people of the fisherman's village join with him in a feast. The next morning, you bid farewell to everyone and headed out east through the opposite side of the mine. After traveling for some time, you eventually caught sight of Bennett Nosh in the distance and could feel the change in the atmosphere. The performers and travelers on the road increased in number, and you could hear the voices of peddlers above the noise of the crowd. It was clear that Bennett Nosh was a thriving, bustling city. There was probably a text somewhere in here, if I can just There's a lot of text here. I'm sure there was a disease or something. It's fine. Carnival, let's go. You cannot hold your footing at the edge of the stage. Defeat the enemy with a ring out.
Versus Charade.
Charade.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for
Must have a ring out. Let's see.
Sword, give me strength.
Oh, he's also Soul Edge. Oh my goodness, that's bad.
fight.
Oh boy. Oh, wow. That's an unlucky break, huh?
Ring out.
Ho ho! That was a lucky break at the end, but I'll take it. And now I can play as Charade. I know I'm geeking out at like really simple stuff, but this really spoke to me as a teenager. Like it was, unlocking things through like a story mode where it could go left and right. Fighting games didn't have this, not the ones I played, and then this had one. It's so good. I like it. A road to a new stage. And we have 2 directions to go. It's almost like an open world game. I know it's kind of dumb, but I like it. It's so cool. Gambling Den or Deep the Temple. The temple sounds like more geeking out is almost never a bad thing. That is true. And honestly, after all the stress I've been through, geeking out for something fun, I've missed this. Just geeking out for fun is just really, really, like, I know it's the Halloween season. I know I should immediately start like a horror game of like do that and then make it like a horror game that's a short-ish thing that's a let's play length but I want to geek out at SoulCalibur because I just want to really, really, really smile and enjoy myself for a hot minute, you know? Alright.
versus Raphael.
Raphael.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
Throws are more effective, but you don't have to use throws. It's just a helpful info.
Quite the rude one. Final battle. Fight.
Ah. Oof. This is it. It's hard to get close when it's that tight with the... I got it! 2 seconds to spare. Here we are. Aha! And we have a whole lot of new directions even. It's a whole thing. Bennett Nosh Harbor and the other, well, Subchapter Sacred Treasure. As you walked along the mountain path leading from Bennett Nosh to Shedar, I suddenly want cheese. You came to understand just why it was that so few people used the passage. It was little more than an animal trail. You made your way south down the path, suffering nicks and scratches from the thick foliage. You learned of this shortcut from the man with all the luggage in the bar at the entrance to Dipda Temple. After the fight, he reappeared and told you about it to show his thanks. Vaguely D&D-ish about this mode. Yeah, sure. Shedar was well known among adventurers, an ancient civilization that vanished long ago, left behind countless ruins in the area, and even in the present time, there was still a never-ending flow of travelers visiting Shedar in search of knowledge and treasure. The man explained excitedly that he had discovered a new ruin that no one had seen yet. He had returned to Bennett Nosh to gather supplies for exploring it when he got involved in the trouble at the bar. In recognition of his debt to you, he revealed his secrets. As you continued along the path, you eventually came upon a half-buried ruin. Your heart began to beat faster, because you were using an Abtronic and a Total Gem. There we are, Stone Temple Dungeon, let's go. This, I have no idea how difficult this is. Oh! Difficulty 4 stars out of 5. We've had 2 stars thus far. Should we try? Let's try. We might have to come back with stronger weaponry, but let's try. I have no idea if I can do this. Yet. Booby Trap Dungeon.
Fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
But you are correct, like, it has like an, you know, choose go here and here, or let's see what happens, you know?
Final battle. Fight.
Nope. I made a sudden choice.
Souls.
Need more souls.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
Sword, give me
Me strength. Kaze. Yes.
Final battle. Fight.
Bad. Nope. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No good. Oh boy. Ouch.
This is it.
Yes, I might need something that actually heals me as I'm going through this. This weapon might not be good enough.
Massacre.
Final battle. Fight.
Souls, come unto me.
Indeedo. Need more souls.
Watched over
I
by
actually
all my
don't know if he
lords,
has
they
currently
unleash
one. That's a good question.
Give me strength.
I feel like there's probably many souls in the sword he has. Oh boy. Okay, what does that actually do? Okay, I can still start over from the fight I was in.
are fiercely entangled.
Oh boy. Victory in mind. We're gonna manage. We just need to read the opponent better. No one said this would be an easy dungeon. We're gonna.
Final battle. Fight.
There we are. So yeah, the booby trap means that, for example, in that previous level, you get launched into the air with damage if you get, like, hit into the ground.
Final battle. Fight.
And there's probably gonna be other similar problems in the... That went pretty good. And even the failures give you 100 gold per fight, so you eventually gain enough money to probably improve your weapon if you manage to unlock one from somewhere. Like, it all adds up to something meaningful, you know? At least I think so.
Offer your soul. Final battle. Fight.
Ah! That Berserker is deceptively quick. There you go. Yeah, those are deceptively quick boys. They look heavy, but my goodness.
The almighty ones have granted you a sword. Give me strength. Final battle. Fight.
No, you don't. Yeah.
This is it.
Indeed it is it. And you can eventually unlock that Berserker as a playable character as well. It might be in this one, in this dungeon, but I don't know. But again, even one unlockable character was awesome to me from this sort of a mode. And this has like many. It's so awesome. Perfect. I mean, I don't know if I just gained life from like a regen thing, because I think it looked like I had that sort of a, like we both had that sort of an effect on us, but
Fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword. Souls.
give me strength.
Final battle. Fight.
Die. There you go. Perfect. Alright.
Offer your soul. Final battle. Fight.
Wow, that is a good block, my guy. Alright. The greatest nightmare. I just want to check all the squares because I think some of them may give something. I'm not sure, but I just want to check.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh wow. Yeah, the perfect in that sense was I was at full health because for some reason like that specific scenario had a regen health for me. It's a booby trap dungeon. Some of the effects of the fights are negative, some are positive, you know. There we are. Acquired Reiter Palash. A weapon for Raphael. See, there's all of a sudden there might be a secret weapon. Yes. It's a weapon for the fight at the end of the first chapter. That's for that character, and that character is really cool. He's like a fencing dude, and he's elegant and yeah, on guard. It's quite something. I like him. Awesome. That's why I check every square just in case. Yes.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, wow. And the previous fight had the enemy start with half. Yes!
This is it.
That happens a few times around. I think it's a big part of, like, making this feel a little more doable. Because this dungeon be not in the easiest end.
Souls, give me strength. Final battle. Fight.
Oh boy. They really get up close and personal, these ones. Whew.
Souls, come unto me.
Navigate the...
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
It's an invisible berserker.
Offer your soul.
It just shows the axe. Let's hope we can read the axe. Jesus.
Fight.
Not quite perfect, but I'll take it. Hell yeah.
Entrust your noble soul in your sword.
In your sword.
Give me strength.
Final battle. Fight.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
There we are.
The Almighty Ones have granted you a sword to cut your own path.
Turns out being invisible doesn't quite help when your weapon is still visible. Yes!
Final battle. Fight.
Like the one thing it does help with, it might help your moves slightly more difficult to read, but that's really it.
More souls.
An accurate point nonetheless.
The Almighty
Souls,
Give me strength.
Final battle. Fight.
A new feature has been unlocked. What are you given? Acquire side harp, weapon for Talum. There we are. We're getting stuff. It's fun to get stuff. I really just. I'm like getting the vibes from 20 years ago of the teenage me that was blown away by this. I still Stylish win, thank you. I felt like that kind of landed in a lucky way, but I'll take it.
The Almighty Ones have granted you a sword. Sword, give me strength. Final battle, fight.
Oh wow. Okay.
Final battle, fight.
Right on. I'll take a re-roll on that one. I don't want to win this fight with like a sliver of health. That's really a bad strategy. Yeah, the AI really goes to town on you, like, at some points.
Final battle, fight.
The level did say 4 stars out of 5 in difficulty. It's starting to actualize right here.
Final battle, fight.
Plus, it might be that the previous ones also were very capable of that. I just lucked out and aggressived my way through that before they got there.
Versus Berserker.
Versus Berserker.
Mighty Ones have granted you a sword to cut your own path.
Alright.
Sword, give me strength. Final
He has actually a, cool, earthquake level. That's lovely. There we go.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
We got a class up. And there we go. The place had a couple of swords and some money. There we go. We can also actually buy a good number of like exhibition theaters, which I think is like you know, weapon demonstration. I think it's like a rotating camera around the characters doing like a move sets as like a cinematic-ish but in-game engine, you know? Well done, thank you. Oh, you know what hold on. Right, now I remember. Every chapter has a separate shop. That's what it is. Now I remember. You can buy costumes and weapons in some of these. And then, yeah, Wind Guide, Talum. Yeah. So there's a lot of, like, every single chapter has a lot of weapons, costumes, and then weapon demonstration stuff and fun little extras to buy, you know? Alright. Receive heavy damage when knocked against the ground or wall. Rah!
Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury.
Massacre. Yeah, that's his name in the story here is Leon, but the character is Raphael. There we are. Boom. And Bennett Nosh Harbor. Let's find out what we get here. The enemy's weapons have poison, so you will go numb if you are damaged. Defeat all the enemies under this condition. Not one, all the enemies.
Versus Maxi.
Maxi.
Entrust your noble soul in your sword.
I love this music.
Souls, give me strength.
My, aren't we calm?
Battle 1.
4 people, my god. That's 1.
You win.
And I don't get full health in between. Just some.
Give up already.
Battle 2.
That is the very, very less known alternate costume for Ivy. Ivy is usually known for very, very revealing costume sets. Especially the one, the purple with a lot of laces. This set of characters is really, really not easy, though. They're all very unpredictable. If they get going, they really kill you.
You win.
Give me strength.
Do not defy me.
Final
Uh-huh.
battle. Fight.
I will show you. Greatest nightmare.
Maxi was really all over the place, but the next 3 I managed to get a rhythm on. And now I can play as Cervantes! I've got a character again! That's awesome! Yes! Cervantes is badass. Mizar. Perfect indeed. I got lucky with those 3 for a bit, but yeah, that went good. First Gate, Chapter 4. After creating quite a stir at the port, you decided to leave the city before the situation grew worse. After making off with a small boat and paddling out onto the lake, you glanced back at Bennett Nosh behind you. Despite the number of people there, you weren't able to track down any information about Soul Edge. In the midst of the morning fog, the growing sound of voices drifted out from the city. It sounded like it would be another busy day in Bennett Nosh. You continued a ways further into the lake, but it was obvious that this dinghy would not be able to carry you all the way across. After stepping back on shore, you learned that you were now in a place called Mizar. According to the locals, a large gate lay to the east, and passing through it required the permission of the guards. You began to grow anxious and frustrated. Not only had you not found any leads to Soul Edge, but now it appeared you could not even travel freely across the land. It was then that you truly realized just how difficult the quest for Soul Edge was. Yes, he stepped onto a small boat that didn't quite get him all the way there, and like, it's gonna be hard. Alright, Al-Gieba Ruins, let's go. Force the bomb onto the enemy with your attacks. You win if the enemy has the bomb when the timer runs out. This sounds pretty bonkers. So, when the timer is at 0, the one that did the previous landed hit is the winner.
Versus Assassin.
Assassin, I forgot that that's a thing.
Granted you a sword to cut your own path. Offer your soul. Final battle. Fight.
Alright, so every single hit up until the end time point is pointless. The one that actually has the final hit is the only thing that matters. As you can see. Sounds miserable, yes. Fair point.
Versus Assassin.
We're gonna get this done though. No worries. It's almost a game of not quite chance, but let's say very specific tactical choices. It didn't even explode, but the game's like, nah.
Versus Assassin.
It's just like until you force your way through this. But it's, you know, it's different. Why not? I can throw too. And that is worth the trouble. Every single extra, like, actual level to fight in. A huge thing way back in the GameCube. Like, it's an era where you did not expect this sort of stuff to be a reward for... Like you got an actual level to fight in. Man... I still remember those vibes of, Mike, feels good to get this stuff. It just, like, imagine, like, when I was playing fighter games, all you got from them was, like, an ending screen. Like, you did a Hadouken enough times and defeated M. Bison and there's an ending. And that's it. And then you start over, you know, like you didn't get stuff from winning. Like, winning itself was the reward, and all of a sudden you just get actual levels to fight in. And like, it's such an obvious thing that should have been in games to begin with, in fighting games, but when it finally happened here, I was like, mind blown, best game ever. And I was forever a huge SoulCalibur fan. It's not just this, but the movements was so awesome, and then it just, I really loved this story mode. It's so good. I think I have SoulCalibur 3 somewhere in here as well, on PS2. And 4 on Xbox 360, 5 on Xbox 360, and 6 on Xbox One, I think. And also I have SoulCalibur 1 as like an Xbox 360 arcade port, I think. Might want to focus a little bit. Yeah, health is low. Yeah, I noticed. Alright. Yeah.
Nothing personal, but I must win.
Final battle. Fight.
Good dodge, my lady. I found that on the game. I have no idea why the text to speech wouldn't do. Sorry, 7 months. My goodness, hath returned. I foresee a famed battle to come into your mists. How have you been? I've been honestly kind of. I've had a really rough few weeks. A lot of like anxiety disorder. Like my psychological symptoms have been pretty bad for the few weeks, but we're getting through. Like it's bad months sometimes happens. Pushing through. I will be fine. I think it's gonna be okay. Thank you so much for the 7 months. My goodness. I have no idea what the text-to-speech wouldn't do. It should do. Text-to-speech was broken. Catastros, do you remember if the push the shiny button came to text-to-speech? I don't, because I for all of a sudden I don't remember earlier. But sorry. Thank you for the 7 months. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Went old school speak. Yes, it seems like. But thank you. Seriously. My god. This day has been like the second. I think it did for Catastros as well. It's weird. It doesn't even seem like it's. I don't know. But seriously, thank you though. It's my like. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I've had a stream that has 2. I don't know how to respond to that. As like sorry, I do not deserve the kindness, and I think you deep down know that too. But thank you. It really genuinely makes my day. I've had a lot of rough times these few weeks. Like yeah, I went through already. Yeah, so pet of the crew. That is true. That is true. And the standing together with the crew is a thought that oh, got a double crescent blade for Talim. Cool, lovely. Standing together with the longship crew is absolutely a thing that makes me feel like a smile on the inside, because I really never was like a person who had like a community of people that I could. I actually got into a realization of like aloneness from like my past, and so anyway, the concept of a crew that stands together is very it's moving in a really profound way. That is, thank you again for the subscription. It like it still happens. So like I have not even for a little bit gotten used to the notion of people use their actual money to do like a thing to, like, I'm a tiny streamer and I feel like I don't deserve any of the. It feels amazing, and it feels like I'm doing something that means something to people, and it's just my times are rough oftentimes, and it feels like I'm using my time to something that means something meaningful to people. And it's unfathomably cool to even think about. You're terrific. Thank you. That's a lot of kind words, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. My day is already a lot better thanks to both of you, Catastros and Asari, and for everyone else who's stopped by today. Metrope Monastery. Let's see what's here. The timer increases with each enemy you defeat. Defeat all the enemies before time runs out. Let's try.
Versus Yun Sung.
Yun Sung.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
Ultimate sword.
Give me strength.
Battle 1. Fight.
Wow, 5 people. That we gotta be quick about this. Perfect. All right, but we can't mess up with even one.
It's time to die.
Sending internet hugs your way. I accept the hugs and I hug you right back. Oh boy, yeah, no, cannot mess up like this. Come on. There you go.
I will show you.
The greatest nightmare.
Don't cry. Battle 3. Fight.
Good dodge. Good start. Let's go. Alright. Ah. Ooh, wow. Okay, okay.
You win.
This is a rough one, though.
Battle 4. Fight.
Astaroth be a big boy. Wow. Jesus. Perfect. I didn't think that was gonna go perfect. That Astaroth fight had like a lot of bad signs going, like all around. Nightmare. Let's go.
Fight.
Ooh, bad. Yeah, AI Nightmare is brutal. Brutal. Yeah, AI Nightmare is bonkers difficult. Alright, let's go.
Versus Yun Sung.
We're gonna do this.
Battle 1. Fight.
Could be better, but we can do.
Battle 2. Fight.
Straight in, straight through, straight in, straight through, straight in. Hard vertical. Come on. That's not great, huh? Okay.
You win.
Give me strength.
Battle 3. Fight.
My combos could use some cleaning up for sure. There's some slow bits in there I need to wonder. Oh wow, really? Double hit. Oh wow. Oh boy.
You win.
We're gonna get this done. Hello, Nightmare.
Final battle. Fight.
Wow.
Not yet.
I just kind of just gotta get lucky with that. That AI is like extreme. That final dude is just extreme hard. We're gonna do this. Yeah, that's Ivy's usual look. And that's even on the, like, kind of, how do I say, chaste end of the spectrum of her visual. She's also really, really difficult when she gets going. Alright. I don't think I have enough time to actually do this proper, but... yeah, no luck at all. Just counter after counter, yeah. Oh boy. I did attack with a lot of risk on that one, but I had to try to win time, and it's just no luck. We will pull this off, though. This is SoulCalibur. That's how this go. She has a look, though. That be for certain. Man. But I hope, Asari, you've been doing well as well. Good God. Yeah, that time is not gonna be good enough. Like, I'm capable on a good day of doing it in 9 seconds, but yeah, just counter, 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 no luck. None. Alright. Working, it's the busy patch, I see, okay. Well, working and keeping busy is... it could be worse, I'm sure. One second to spare. Done. Got there. Hell yeah. It was hard, but I'm used to grinding this stuff. When you just push your forehead toward the goal, and it's eventually gonna happen. Oh. Deserted village. The enemies favor vertical attacks and are armed with weapons that excel in breaks. Defeat all the enemies under these conditions. A win is a win, absolutely, and that one, every win counts on that one. Like, that fight is really, really hard.
fury.
Offer your soul.
They favor vertical, you say?
Fight!
Boom. I was kind of like trying to get a feel for Mitsurugi there, and then it just almost fell apart, but we got there. Schweizer for Raphael. Like, again, like every hard fight eventually leads toward you get the next cool thing. Hell yeah. A road to a new stage, Cheiron's Pass. Navigate through the booby trap dungeon and defeat the boss. Dum dum dum, let's go. Let's do.
A hero desires a sword, and a sword
Desires truth.
Sword.
Give me strength.
Don't worry, Talum. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, looks pretty slippery, huh? And windy. Wind indeed, Jesus Christ.
This is it.
That was weird. That was quite the level environmental hazard.
entrust your noble soul in your sword.
Is that quicksand? If that's quicksand, yep, it is.
You're going to regret this.
I believe you.
All battle, fight!
What a strange level. Wow. I'm kind of amazed. I did not remember this.
Souls. Come unto me.
And I have a feeling you can probably unlock this specific quicksand type of this arena too. This is amazingly interesting.
A hero desires a sword,
And the sword desires truth.
Souls, give me strength.
I'm going all out.
Let's do that then. Okay, so lava edges. Oof. I realized that they had a really powerful health regen. The floor is lava. Yes. That exactly is the truth and accurate, yes.
watched over by the Almighty One.
Small triangle arena. Ooh. Not a lot of room.
Offer your soul.
Don't waste my time. Let's go.
Final battle, fight!
Ooh.
This is it.
Whew. When Taki is up close, it's really hard to get like quick techniques out to even try to manage that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Like that's why I pulled that like small whirlwind quick thing because or kick thing because what am I gonna do? That be a stylish
I like that.
outfit, though.
Final battle. Fight.
Like, I realize I am a, deep inside, I am a teenage boy, but that is a stylish outfit. She's rockin'. Ooh, boy. Whew.
Souls.
That health regen was really, really brutal, though.
Now, two souls are fiercely entangled.
Massacre.
Alright, what do we got?
Final battle. Fight.
Again, they have regen. Damn. A lot of regen they have going on here. There you go. Gotta go for a ring out. They health regen so hard. Alright. That is the end boss, but I want to check the because there's sometimes weapons and stuff in the like alternate
Almighty ones have
arenas.
granted you a sword
or the
to cut your own path.
squares.
Souls.
Give me strength.
Final battle. Fight.
Ooh, wow, that's not good.
Souls. Come unto me.
I actually don't know if that was just a soul charge she was doing, or that really horrible special move that just takes you so out. It's crazy. Like, Ivy has this crazy grab attack thing that's, you know, obviously unblockable, but it's one of those do an entire 360 with your stick and, like, every button, and she just grabs you, and then the grab attack basically launches you into the air, hits you with every shard of her sword, and launches you right back down, and you've lost like 60% of your health. It's crazy. Acquired Da, weapon for Yoshimitsu. There we are. Worth it, though.
Versus Sophitia.
Sophitia.
Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury.
Uh-huh.
Offer your soul.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, here we go.
Here we indeed.
Fight.
Huh. Okay, she has regen. That's not good. Yes!
Sword. Give me strength.
There we go. The new feature is I can now play as Sophitia. I am so geeking out over this. It's so cool to just get this stuff from this sort of an adventure mode. It's so... I like it so much. Ah! Yes! Wait, Chapter 5 Spirit Sword, but more importantly... Hold on. You fought with all your might. There was no other response you could have made. I see that you have a strong heart. Nevertheless, the evil that the sword contains is powerful. You do not yet understand its danger. You are filled with the false dream of an ultimate weapon and cannot see the truth. I cannot let you pass. You shall not pass. You were not able to pass the gate, yet you were now certain that you were close to reaching Soul Edge. It didn't feel like Liana was lying. Soul Edge was real, but she also said that it was a terrible, cursed sword. You would later come to accept the truth, and it would be only then that you truly closed in on Soul Edge. After returning to the surface, you stopped and turned suddenly to get a better look at a man who passed you by. Wasn't that the man who had scouted you out before, the one looking for Soul Edge? When you headed back to the gate, a terrible sight was awaiting for you. The gate had been sliced in two with a single cut of a blade. There was no sign of the swordsman, only Liana, lying collapsed on the ground. Without another thought, you immediately headed for the gate. but stopped short when he heard her voice. He seeks Soul Edge with a terrible darkness in his heart. Someone must stop him. Please, inform Altair. Altair! Like, this was, like, how many years before Assassin's Creed? And before we get... tell them that the first gate has fallen. I know I can count on you. You must hurry. You soon stood at the entrance to Altair, ready to face your own weakness. You must not let yourself be drawn to his power, for it would mean the loss of your own heart. And like I don't know if you all know this, but the SoulCalibur 5 actually has Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed games as a playable character, so it all circles back into being a whole thing. Oh, and I just forgot, if you haven't checked, in the socials link on the YouTube channel, I have my long 26-minute fully edits in, took weeks and weeks to do, like visual representations of the points I'm making, all of that. Opinion piece on Elden Ring. I'm super proud of that. If you haven't gone there, seen it, and dropped a like, it would mean the world for me if you would, because I'm really proud of that video. It took forever to make. The point I'm essentially making in it is that Elden Ring is a good, even a great game, but I feel like the reviews are essentially calling it a flawless masterpiece, while I find that there's a lot of issues and critiques to be made of it, and if we are not honest about them, the review climate is unhealthy, because then FromSoft does not get useful feedback from their game, or for their game, and therefore they won't know what stuff to improve. And I feel like it's an important point to bring out. So if you feel like it's on the YouTube channel, it should come up like basically on the top of the playlists of opinion pieces. So I can actually find the link for you all too if you want to. It'll take me literally a hot minute. Like, I'm very, very proud of that. So if you have not yet checked it out, or especially if you haven't dropped a like, right there behind that link, that is my magnum opus currently. I'm really proud of that one. If you would, I would really appreciate it. Hell yeah. Nereid Gorge. Captain Brody. Have to go to work, but I wanted to say hi. Well, hello. Hello to you too, and I hope your workday will be par excellence. I've had a rough start today because the Magic the Gathering went all to hell. Eventually I got what I needed for it, but now SoulCalibur 2. I'm fun. Nostalgic retro fun. I'm so much enjoying this. Hell yeah. Alright. Team up with the fort soldiers and defeat all the enemies. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, I have to use, like... Oh. I have to use people I haven't chosen. It got better and thanks. Yeah, it did. It did. Alright, so Maxi, Raphael, and Nightmare is what I gotta use. Alright, sometimes this goes good, sometimes it doesn't go good.
Can't get up.
Can't get up.
Gods, guide me.
Gods indeed, yes. Yeah, like Maxi has some really specific move sets that can be helpful, so... For a button mashing character. They are hard to read, but of course, you know, AI is not as susceptible for those.
Let us dance. Battle 3. Fight.
Alright. Perfect!
You win. You're not even worth killing.
Uh-huh.
You're quite the rude one.
Am I now?
Battle 4. Fight.
Aha! Brrr, even without using my main character, I got there. Woo! Hell yeah! And I got extra time attack standard mode. Boom! See, this is I'm never gonna like. I'm not sure if I'll ever gonna stop geeking out about this. Like, it's just so fun. I don't know why, but this game, it's in this game getting these things. I don't know. I enjoy it. I get it's fun. Yay. Actually, what sort of do I have any fun weapons for Glam? Is there any information on what that actually does? Is it just like a buy blindly and that's it? Yeah, it is buy blindly. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll try without until oh wait, hold on. What if weapon select will tell me? No, I have to buy them blind. All right. You are your worst enemy. Defeat yourself.
Versus Nightmare.
Nightmare.
The fighters face a gruesome quest. Sword.
Give me strength.
Final battle. Fight.
Nightmare is a really badass AI though, oftentimes. Even as I use Nightmare, he's hard to read.
I will show you.
Greatest Nightmare. And I got... well, class up, but more importantly... I think... I don't remember, but the level upping maybe gives me a little bit more health. I don't remember exactly anymore. Acquired SoulCalibur Evil, a weapon for Shanghua. That's actually a pretty cool one. A road to Aldebaran has opened. Aldebaran. Details. Chapter 6, The Second Gate. Chapter 6. Not merely pushed along by the flow of events, but rather of your own will, you began to walk forward. The gate allowed you to pass through with ease. I apologize for deceiving you, but it was necessary. The Altair priest pointed to a sword as he spoke. What you overcame was your own self. You have proven the strength of your will. Now take this sword. You have earned it. The sword was of a peculiar design. It was intricately decorated, and its blade was split in two. It emitted a feeling of purity, yet at the same time you could feel a darkness within it as well. That sword possesses powers of both good and evil. The priest explained that Soul Edge lay sealed in the land to the east. Always into the east. Furthermore, you learned that the sword you now held in your hands was in fact SoulCalibur. 2. The spirit sword capable of defeating the cursed blade. But people's greed and ambition had weakened the seal, and the evil energy had finally invaded the core of the seal, the spirit sword itself. The Guardians of the Seal built the 3 gates to fortify the seal, and they worked to purify the Spirit Sword. Everything had been fine for hundreds of years, but someone had destroyed one of the gates. If those bewitched by the cursed sword managed to get their hands on the weapon, the resulting devastation would be unfathomable. And it seemed that you were one of the few people who had the potential to stop it. Aldebaran, yeah, it's Altair, Altar, Alderan, Aldebaran. It's miserable. It's you know, this is really like a Star Wars, like a sequel prequel. It ties together into a whole circle, and we're actually like going like at some point we're gonna stab the Death Star. I'm sure it's fine. You will do fine. Believe in yourself. Liana and I believe in you. I think that was the one who fought as Sophitia. The purification of the Spirit Sword is incomplete, but even so, it should prove useful. You turned your gaze upon the Spirit Sword. Perhaps this sword will become the key that leads you to Soul Edge. I need a really quick bathroom break though, but I think I'll keep on streaming though. It's I'm tired, but I'm also excited, and I feel like we can do a little bit more. So quick bathroom break. If you're watching this on YouTube, smash that like button like you do a vertical running strike with SoulCalibur. Yes, and subscribe. I feel like we've all learned today that fun is fun. Hell yeah. And see you in the next video.